After a devastating turn of events, it reminded me, and not only me, I'm sure many of you, of the risk involved in online sales with meeting up with people. FPS Scotland, thank you. Dap me up. Sound is working great. I really appreciate that. But I have been a person that also have sold my PlayStation 5 at a police station. I'm sure many people have done Facebook market book sales, or whatever you call it. I'm not sure. I don't really sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, but I think it's sales or however you place those ads or online auctions. Not sure how it works, but you're typically meeting individuals, so it's not a business. There's no real intermediary. It's just you and the other person you're talking to. And this is one of those events that reminded me of how deadly these can become. So, McGinty, and I want you to know this is Tyler McGinty, 37-year-old man, was known for selling various items online, and he never expected this transaction to take such a dark turn. Now, his mother, Tammy Smith, God bless Tammy Smith Hart, which we will be watching video on all of this as well, so please stay tuned because we will be tuning into different things of that. All right. She revealed that Tyler was not only her son, but he was also an organ donor. Okay. So he has lost his life tragically to this event. And I want to go ahead and give you the timeline. So November 24th of 2024, Tyler McGinty, who was 37 years old, arranged to sell a PlayStation 5 for $350. The meetup was scheduled at a hotel in the 3800 block of Willcrest Drive in Houston, Texas. During the exchange, McGinty was ambushed and shot by the alleged buyer, 18-year-old Xavion Joshua Pabon. Okay? Now, we're going to watch these articles as well. There's different news articles that we will cover, but I want to go over this. Emergency services responded. They were pretty quick, but unfortunately, McGinty was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. And on November 28th, Tyler, unfortunately, was pronounced unalive at that time. But I want everyone to know that this is a reminder to everyone, the online safety you need to have when making these sales. Please be wise. There are certain things you want to take in to precaution. Now, we're going to get ready to watch the video, but some of the things you want to take into precaution, maybe you want to make these sales at a police station. Maybe you want to make these sales at a grocery store under surveillance. You want to be able to make these sales somewhere where you're monitored, because what criminals typically do is want to arrange these sales in certain locations where they can perform the crime. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to move things around a bit. Okay, but you guys let me know how this is. I'm going to pull this up on screen now. I'm going to flip screens. Everyone let me know when I flip this. We're trying to be more professional. Okay, so when I flip this, everyone let me know what you could see on screen. Okay. All right, you should see the desktop there. Okay, we're going to be pulling up different things. Let's see here. Where's a folder we have? I'm sure we have a folder with all this thing lined up. We're trying to be more professional. Right, here we go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and pull this up. This is specifically on the 18-year-old. His name is Xavion Joshua Pabon, who committed a crime against Tyler McGinty. And I want to go ahead and take a look deeper into this. So let's pull this up here. Okay, so you guys should be seeing this. Now, hold one moment. There is some things that happened. I don't want the sound to duplicate. So anyone, please let me know if the sound is duplicating. This can happen at times. I'm not sure why, and we need to know. So if the sound is duplicating, please let me know.
And 50. I'm told the PlayStation 5 was listed for $350. 37-year-old Tyler McGinty lost his life over it, and now 18-year-old Xavion Pabon is charged with capital murder in the case and faces up to life in prison, all over something so small.
He got his head blown off for a PlayStation 5.
It's been only a week since Tammy Smith lost her firstborn, 37-year-old Tyler McGinty. Police say he was shot in the head at a hotel on Willcrest and West Park on November 24th. At the time of his death, Smith says her son was meeting up with someone he connected with online to sell a PlayStation 5. Instead, he was robbed and shot in the head.
That's what makes me bitter and angry at people that can do this and then walk away and act. They took a person's life and had no remorse whatsoever.
Smith says she sold a number of things online before and never had the thought cross her mind that something like this was even a possibility. Sure.
You don't think like that. Normal people don't do this. This is not a normal person. This is a very, very bad individual.
The individual she's talking about is 18-year-old Xavion Pabin, who is now charged with capital.
Can we pause right there? I do want to pause right there just for that specific reason. Xavion, I do this multiple times, man. Now, I got to talk to you, Xavion. I understand hard times. I understand some folks out there in the streets who just want to get it. Believe it or not, man, I've been there. Thank God I'm not there now, but I've been there. And you do certain things to make money, but Xavion, this ain't the way, man. This ain't the way. 18 years old, over a PlayStation, you threw your whole life away and took someone else's life. This dude selling a PlayStation 5. How many of us have sold a PlayStation 5? It's crazy, man. This happens damn too often.
Murder and was arrested this afternoon. Unfortunately, ABC 13 has covered a number of fatal shootings involving online sales. Houston police suggest meeting up outside a police department instead of some random parking lot. They say it's usually the buyer robbing the seller, although McGinty's case was the opposite, because the buyer normally has cash on them.
It's not necessarily using cash, but instead using something to the effect of like an app, and agreeing to that fact that you're going to use the app before you even get there, so they know you're not carrying cash.
Unfortunately, the tips on meetups are too late. Nothing will bring Smith's son back from such a senseless tragedy. But there's a sense of comfort that she feels knowing her son's heart continues to beat. McGinty was an organ donor.
It just makes me happy, and it comforts me in my time of need as a mom, going through the grief and everything.
Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
There we go, man. There we go. Damn, man.
A warning for online gamers after police say a man became obsessed.
Hold on. That's moving on a little too fast now. Moving a little too fast. Let me get to that. All right. I don't know how you all feel about these type of crimes. They're near and dear to my heart. Neo, everyone else, and I see in the chat, thank you for tuning in. I know we're on multiple platforms, everyone, whether you're on X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are, thank you, all right? But these crimes are crazy because I have been one to done Craigslist multiple times. Back in my day, I modded video game systems, so which means you had to have individuals come into your home, right? I think about how many people came into my damn home, and I thought about it like it ain't nothing. Now, right, I might be protected, but that's a split second. Things could change. We seen I believe it was 2 weeks ago, where we see the undercover officer actually making a sale for a PlayStation 5, and a guy with a machete almost decapitates him. This is getting ridiculous, man. These PlayStation 5s are worse than Jordans. They're worse than diamonds. This is crazy for PlayStation 5s. Now, it says here that Xavion is currently held without bond, and he's awaiting his next court appearance on December 12th. All right? If you want me to follow up on this case, just let me know. Or even if this is on, because we post these are also audio if you're listening back. If you want to follow up, just let me know. We will follow up on that. December 12th is when that court case happens. All right. We're going to go to the next incident.